The last thing I like to watch is entertainers or actors get political. It's just something I can't stand watching. So having said that,
we are going to make this decision now. The Fox News decision desk has called Pennsylvania for Donald Trump. This means that Donald Trump will be the 45th president of the United States, winning the most unreal, surreal election we have ever seen.
Donald J. Trump is now president of the United States. President Obama.
I mean, he's so blatantly stupid. He's a punk, he's a dog, he's a pig, he's a con, a bullshit artist, a mutt who doesn't know what he's talking about, doesn't do his homework, doesn't care, thinks he's gaming society, doesn't pay his taxes. He's an idiot. Colin Powell said it best. He's a national disaster. He's an embarrassment to this country. It makes me so angry that this country has gotten to this point, that this fool, this bozo, has wound up where he has. He talks how he wants to punch people in the face. Well, I'd like to punch him in the face.
You look like a dollar store Gandalf who forgot to take his dementia meds. You ain't gonna be punching anybody, you stupid fucking herb. And if you do punch someone, it should be your agent, because for the last 2 decades, your movie roles have been about as memorable as Hillary Clinton's election victory speech.
Yeah, I don't know who is blocking celebrities from the knowledge that America is sick of them talking about politics. You suck at it. You haven't looked it up. You're just sending out these videos like the Electoral College must be overturned, or I demand Congress stand up for me when LGBTQ, when Hitler Trump goes rounding everyone up and deporting us all.
We have some more alleged celebrities coming together for an online video urging Congress to stand up to Donald Trump. I'll play the clips in just a second and we can analyze their insanity, but so far, nobody cares. I have a feeling that soon the only headlines that this will be making is people ridiculing these pathetic supposed celebrities. So far, if you just search for "Stand Up For Us" on Google News, there are literally only 2 stories. One from New York Magazine and one from The Hill. Fake news alert, fake news alert. The headline reads, "Celebrities urge Congress to stand up for people in new video." These aren't celebrities. I don't even know who the hell these people are. Celebs call on Congress to stand up to Trump. A slew of high-profile stars. They're not high-profile. I only literally recognized 2 people in this entire video. Remember those self-proclaimed celebrities that put together that video urging the Electoral College not to vote for Donald Trump? Just keep the insanity coming, guys. It's awesome. We're only 3 days into 2017, and every day just keeps getting better. Thank you, liberal lunatics. It's gonna be an awesome 4 years.
She proves that she knows what time it is by delivering terrible logic. Check this out. This is a little later on, after she said, "We're all magic."
And if we kick them all out, you'll have nothing to watch but football and mixed martial arts, which are not the arts.
Nailed it! I'm sick of people saying mixed martial arts is the arts. You know, that nobody who never says that? Nice, nice straw man argument of the century there, Meryl. And we never said we're going to deport you. I don't know where you got this. You're not illegal aliens. You're not illegal. You said you're going to move to Canada. You lied. We don't want to abolish TV and film. We want to abolish idiots talking about politics. And then she really doubled down with her ignorance, this retard, and said the following.
But there was one performance this year that stunned me. It sank its hooks in my heart.
She's modern primitive. She puts those hooks in her chest and hangs.
There was nothing good about it. But it was effective and it did its job.
You're getting a Lifetime Achievement Award. Shut up.
And show their teeth. It was that moment when the person asking to sit in the most respected seat in our country imitated a disabled reporter, someone he outranked in privilege, power, and the capacity to fight back.
By now you've heard of Meryl Streep's idiotic attacks on Donald Trump at the Golden Globes on Sunday, which has been easily debunked. Check my previous video. I won't go over the entire debunking of the hoax that Donald Trump allegedly mocked a disabled reporter. Polanski, who was given an Oscar for the Best Director in 2003, once gave a 13-year-old girl narcotics and then raped her in the hot tub at his friend Jack Nicholson's house, and was arrested and convicted on multiple charges. But before a judge could sentence him, he fled the country and still hasn't returned in order to escape justice. Here's Hollywood giving the admitted pedophile the Oscar in 2003, and take a look at the standing ovation that he got, a standing ovation which was led by Meryl Streep.
Goes to Roman Polanski, for the pianist.
Look at Harrison Ford. He looks absolutely shocked and disgusted. He just can't even believe that these people are giving a standing ovation for this convicted and admitted pedophile. His friend Jack Nicholson, whose house the child was raped at. And there's Meryl Streep. A standing ovation for a convicted and admitted pedophile. Meryl's support for the pedophile doesn't end there. Here she is saying that she's sorry that he was actually arrested and put in jail. I'm not joking. Meryl Streep apparently thinks that it's okay for someone to give narcotics to a 13-year-old child and rape them.
Yes, Roman Polanski, I'm very sorry that he's in jail.
Not sorry for the victim. Doesn't feel disgusted by what he does. She's sorry that he's in jail.
Can we bring Trump here? No, just to, no, you've misunderstood completely.
Just to give him some love and rehabilitation.
I think he needs help. Yeah. I'm just going to be in the press, it'll be horrible. But I like that you're all a part of it. When was the last time an actor assassinated a president?
Johnny Depp needs a loan for Titus.
Yeah, Johnny Depp does need a loan. Someone needs to tell Johnny he doesn't need 14 houses. Johnny, settle down.
And a knife.
I mean, what kind of speed are you on where you sign the mortgage for that 14th house? You're like, fuck it!
Fellow SAG-AFTRA members and everyone at home, and everyone in airports that belong in my America.
Cheer, cheer.
I love that
applause.
sound of the hollow chest.
Yes.
I was like, there's no tissue there. It's just a carcass. And right away, as he was doing that, Jared pointed this out, Jared pointed this out, as he was saying that, it was like the director said, we need ethnic shots, quick. I could be detained. I don't know what that means.
Of the fabric.
And let's just roll really quickly, because then I want to get into the point of this. The cast of Stranger Things, of course, was the one that was viral. They were force trending on YouTube and HuffPo. For those who don't know, this is the director, I believe, or producer, writer of Stranger Things, also plays Sergeant or Detective Hopper. This was his speech.
We will hunt monsters. And when we are at a loss amidst the hypocrisy and the casual violence of certain individuals and institutions, we will, as per Chief Jim Hopper, punch some people in the face when they seek to destroy the meek and the disenfranchised and the marginalized. And we will do it all with soul, with heart, and with joy. We thank you for this responsibility. Thank you.
I love it. When dealing with casual violence. Yeah, how are you going to fight that? We're going to punch him in the face!
The right has become the fun side, and the left have become the dull, boring, stick in the muds. That must really piss them off when they see us doing fun shit, and they are the losers who are there to regulate things. You get consent for every sexual move you do. They're the new Puritans, the new Victorians. So nowhere was this more evident than an art project that Shia LaBeouf just did, where he went to the Museum of Moving Images, which is here in Queens, New York. It's a movie theater museum. There's dozens and dozens of hours of this art project being messed with.
Shia LaBeouf is an artist. Welcome to his museum. He brought you such works as watching all of his movies in a theater back to back, and wearing a paper bag. Now he's ready to unveil his magnum opus.
He will not divide us!
He won't divide us.
Their message from Astoria, Queens, broadcast for the world to see. Camera feed will be up 24 hours a day for at least 4 years.
The media called it a triumph, the first great art of the Trump era.
Will not divide us.
Paul had one goal in mind, to take over the exhibit and trigger Shire. By day 2, Shire is getting sick of hearing about Pepe.
Pizzagate is real! Shia LaBeouf is a rich white liberal who doesn't care about the working class. Clearly.
Six hours later.
You will not divide us. Who's that, little speaker? Whose speaker is that?
Paul learned that Shire was particularly triggered by Nazi role-playing, so it became a game to make Nazi references while he was on camera.
What's up? Bang bang. Hitler did nothing wrong.
In a rage, he sexually assaulted some dude. But it all came tumbling down. Off camera, because of a misunderstanding, he assaulted one of his own supporters. The police caught the event, and he was arrested. He was deported back to Los Angeles the next day. Soon after, they also had to put up a fence. A wall, if you will, and debar him.
You know that's hate speech. Hate speech, yes, towards black people. Subliminal racist type of things they do. They try to say that, like, black people are lactose intolerant. Like, just purposely drink milk outside very obnoxiously. How'd you get my phone number? How'd you get my phone number? I haven't given out my phone number. Did you hear that? At the end he said Hitler did nothing wrong. There's so many racist people calling me right now.
AIDS Bjorn.
Bjorn. I don't use the word Nazi lightly. Nazi, make America fight Nazis again. I love you and I love these people. Fuck off, Nazi.
People started chanting, "My wife's son, my wife's son," calling him a cuck.
My son, my wife's son, my wife's son, my wife's son. The guy is standing right behind you. The pedophile.
What's your name?
Brittany Venti. I came there to trigger people, and it was great.
It's the calm before the storm right here. Wait, how was I gonna start this off? I forgot. Oh yeah. That's an awfully hot coffee pot. Should I drop it on Donald Trump? Probably not, but that's all I got till I come up with a solid.
Got a plan now, I got a hatchet like a Dev Apache with the tomahawk. I'ma walk inside a mosque on Ramadan, say a prayer that every time Melania opens her mouth. I'ma stop. Yo, I feel like it's not landing.
What? It's gold. You're doing great, kid.
I don't know about that. The whole Apache thing seemed kind of insensitive, you know, like with the...
Don't worry about it, kid. Just read this, get back out there. Yeah.
Cause racism's the only thing he's fantastic for. That's how he gets his f***ing rocks off. And he's orange. Yo, I gotta tell you, like, I don't think this shit is that strong.
What? It's gold.
Oh man, I feel like it's played out. Thing like orange. I said I wanted some fresh material.
You're doing great, kid. No one can touch you. Now get out there and rap, but read the material.
All right, yo, like,
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Right.
All right.
Yes.
That. This is for Colin. Ball up a fist.
And keep that shit bald, like Donald the bitch.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm losing him, man. I don't feel this. I think I'm losing him.
You're crazy, kid. You just called the President of the United States a big old bitch. Black people love that. It's B-E-T. Now get back out there. Eh? Yeah.
All right. He's gonna get rid of all immigrants. He's gonna build that thing up taller than this. Well, if he does build it, I hope it's rock solid with bricks. Cause like him in politics, I'm using all of his tricks. Cause I'm throwing that piece of shit against the wall till it sticks.
Pores. All right, yo. For anyone who's a fan of mine and his, I'm drawing a line in the sand. You're either for or against.
Whoa, 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 whoa. You don't want to split the market there, kid.
Yo, I gotta do this. I gotta be real.
Just be real without pissing off half the country. Just call him a big old bitch, right? That worked, right? When you called him an orange bitch.
Ifer, were you extremely angry?
I was and
it.
am still extremely angry.
Yes.
And I can't stand that motherfucker. I feel like he's not paying attention to me.
Okay.
I was kind of waiting for him to say something.
Like his Twitter fingers, yeah.
Yeah, and for some reason, he didn't say anything.
Unreal. He's been waiting. He's upset. Oh, he didn't acknowledge me. He thought he was gonna. He thought he was gonna troll Trump, and that Trump was just gonna blow up. Trump didn't take the bait. He knew exactly what Eminem was doing. He ignored it, and that was more painful than actually engaging him.
Oh
Michael.
Ashley.
My name is Ashley Judd.
Ashley Judd is here.
And I am a feminist.
Feminism is cancer. Thank you very much.
Attack. Ashley Judd, not to be outdone by Madonna. We have a few clips from her. Let's start with clip 1.
And I didn't know devils could be resurrected, but I feel Hitler in these streets. A mustache traded for a toupee. Nazis renamed the cabinet. Electroconversion therapy, the new gas chamber, shaming the gay out of America.
What?
What the what?
Electroconversion therapy is the new.
Got the timeline mixed up on that.
That's like Shutter Island, what they used to do when they didn't know what mental illness was back in the 40s. Let's just electrocute him. No, he's still retarded. Throw him in prison.
Why were the female actors paid less than half of what the male actors
Do you mean
earned
you? I can
last
guess.
year? See, even when we do go into higher paying jobs, our wages are still cut with blades sharpened by testosterone.
I don't think you know what testosterone is or how it works. It's a hormone. It's not a sharpening stone.
I'm nasty. Like
Yes.
my blood stains on my bed sheets, we don't actually choose if and when to have our periods. Believe me, if we could, some of us would. We don't like throwing away our favorite pairs of underpants. Tell me, why are pads and Tampax still taxed? Ooh, that was a brand name. Why are tampons and pads still taxed?
She did dawdle a lot on the period thing.
She did. She spent a lot of time on the period thing, which makes me think she's on her period.
Therefore, reminding you that our walls are stronger than America's ever will be. Our pussies are for our pleasure.
I love how the audio guy there didn't even take care of the mic pop.
No.
Like I mean, okay, good. Your pussy is for your pleasure. I imagine that really you meant hand, because very few people want to get anywhere near that contraption that you call a snatch, okay? I'm just saying it is so unattractive. Women don't understand. That's the last clip, right?
That's the last. Thank God. That's the last
Women make
one.
themselves so unattractive. They don't like men don't. We don't think you choose your periods. We don't want you to. We're not Muslim. We don't want you to not have pleasure from your pussy.
Let me be serious and play the clip. Here it is.
His wife said, well, he's a tough guy. He's not a tough guy. He's a bully and he's a bitch and he can suck my and I'll meet him in a hotel room any day of the week and give him a Louisville Slugger. Kiss my mother ass, you bitch punk sucker.
Yes, I'm angry. Yes, I am outraged. Yes, I have thought an awful lot about blowing up the White House.
Mr. Final Call. Mr. Final Call.
And then, of course, Kathy Griffin with the severed head of Trump. They're all trying to say it's okay to be violent. It's okay to go out and kill. It's okay to kill the president. Let's simulate it. Let's get some copycatters doing this. Let's hype this up. This is a group of criminals trying to terrorize this country, trying to bully us into submission. And the bullying isn't working, scumbags.
Oh, the tears of unfathomable sadness. Yummy,